What is up, my Pisces, my fishies? Welcome to your weekly reading for the week that goes from the 9th to the 15th of September. Thank you so much for your patience with these readings. I've had a lot of technical issues. This is the second time that I'm recording this reading, so let's hope that the mic works this time, because that was very frustrating. The first round. For those of you who are readers and you do YouTube, you know how frustrating it is to end up an amazing reading and realize it did not record, right? But it happens for a reason, I feel. Maybe that was a message that needed to come to me because I'm a Pisces. And this is the message that you guys need. So let's see. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Universe, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for the Pisces collective for this week. Okay, main energy. We've got the Two of Wands. So it's very likely, Pisces, that you have already realized that you're in the right path. You know that there has been some changes. You know there has been some adaptations on the way you've been doing things, changes at work, changes in your finances, even changes in love. And now you can tell without a doubt that you are in the right path. And you are. Well, let's see what's the challenge for Pisces this week. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. This is the Tattoo Tarot, by the way. Okay, so the Page of Wands as a challenge for some of you guys could represent a young or perhaps immature fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that could be in some shape or form representing a little bit of an obstacle or something that you need to overcome this week. That will apply for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading. For others of you, this could be representing an enormous amount of passion that is, as you know, my Pisces, very easily channeled into your creative work. But this energy is also so strong that it makes you want to perhaps, go out, be adventurous, travel, get creative, get artistic, do everything but what you need to do. So it could be distracting. It's kind of like that energy of life is too short, let's just live everything right now, carpe diem. But if you're carpe diem every day, you can't really, build a steady foundation, okay? So if you're trying to build a steady foundation, which I know you are, you gotta be careful with that, because it's really not the time to be distracted. It's not really going to serve you all that much right now, because Jupiter is in Sag. It is in its last kind of moment there, and I think that we should really make the most of it to have Pisces completely kind of dominate in the workplace. In the recent past, Pisces, you have been through a lot, as we know. You have overcome a lot of challenges and obstacles. You've learned a lot of lessons. Perhaps you're a little bit tired of everything that you've had to put up with and that you've had to go through. But you know that you're way stronger for it too. So it's like you are getting into promised land. You are arriving. You know that you're arriving, but that doesn't mean that you're not tired. You may be tired from the journey, but you're happy, you're excited, because you can tell that where you are right now is just gonna bring a lot of blessings. In your mind space, Pisces, you've got the Eight of Swords. Some of you guys don't actually believe that the positive things that you feel coming are actually coming. Some of you know, because you've seen it in your physical reality, that there's a lot of positive stuff. But then you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, or you're waiting to see how it's not really as good as it shows. You're kind of waiting for it, for something to go wrong, for you to be proved, right by being disappointed, things like that. Some of you guys are not realizing how blessed you are and how free you are right now. So it is a time, especially this week, it is a time to erase all of those limiting beliefs and choose to paint a picture There's this reader that I was just listening to today for the Pisces reading, because I'm a Pisces. She's called Water Star Vibes, if I'm not mistaken. I really like her videos. She's really cool. And she was saying that for Pisces, it's kind of like a blank slate. And we get to paint on it whatever we desire. So it is the time to also acknowledge what we don't want and avoid bringing that into our reality. That's what I'm feeling here for you guys. So it's time to just choose happiness, choose abundance, choose all of the beautiful things that we actually want. The Lovers. What the universe wants you to know, my Pisces, is that the choices that you've been making are leading you towards higher and higher and higher amounts of love. Those of you who are in committed relationships know that there's going to be a lot of love around. There's going to be a lot of kind of like healthy and beautiful vulnerability, deep connection. I see this couple kind of like getting lost in each other's eyes and just, you know, feeling very grateful for life that you kind of like encountered each other in this incarnation. Very deep, very beautiful energies. If you are Pisces who's interested in love but is not right now in a current relationship, or you're not you don't have anyone around that you feel maybe attracted to, connected to, know that when that person arrives, and they will, know that it's going to be very deep. It's going to be very strong connection, guys. In the near future, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So even though you're manifesting tons of abundance, even though you're manifesting tons of opportunities, Pisces, try your best to really take care of all of the manifestations that you have already gotten. Try to really make sure to save your money, invest your money, take care of your relationship if you manifested one. Take care of the material goods that you've purchased, your health, your goals that you have manifested. Take care of them. Don't just assume that because they're manifested now, they'll be there forever. It's like, let's say that I want to manifest a car. I manifest the car, fantastic. Then I don't pay attention at all to the car, and I take it for granted. The car is probably going to break down at some point, right? So that's what we need to do right now. We need to really pay attention to all of the things that we have already manifested and make sure that we're taking good care of them and not taking them for granted. This week, we may feel confused. We may feel like there's a part of us pulling us in a certain direction, but there's another part of us pulling us in an opposite direction. We may feel blocked, stuck, blinded. There's two cards that have blindfolds on them. So this could be a week of limited clarity. It is a week to make important decisions, though. No, sorry, let me take that back. It's a week to contemplate making important decisions, which will be made in the future, because right now you have your eyes completely, covered. So it's not really, this week is not really the time to make those decisions, but you're going to be kind of like being shown what those decisions are going to be like in the future. In your environment, we've got strength. Beautiful, beautiful strength. Everything in your environment is inviting you to tap into that inner strength of yours that you have accumulated through your lessons, through the years and years and years of experiences and even suffering for some of you guys. None of that was wasted. None of that was just for, the wicked pleasure of the universe to torture you. Not at all. Everything that you've gone through, every single thing, is now sustaining you. It's like it's now creating this very strong kind of like space. It's like a supportive space that is very strong now, very charged with all those beautiful things that you have, overcome. And that is now supporting you, recharging you, being there for you. As far as hopes and fears, some of you guys could be experiencing this kind of like upper limit situation in which maybe you're manifesting more money now than you have ever before, or more love than you have ever experienced before, or, you know, like so much goodness that your system can't really take it. And I know that sounds crazy and sounds like the complete opposite of what happens, but on a subconscious level, if we don't feel really worthy of, let's say, $20,000 a month, and we start making $20,000 a month, there is most likely going to be something that happens that we don't have any control of, quote unquote, something subconscious, something like we get sick, or we make a bad call and part of the money goes away, or, you know, it's like we're a thermostat. We have a thermostat. Like, we are used to, let's say, $0 to $10,000 a month. Like, I'm just, you know, giving an example. If that's what you're used to, that thermostat is always going to try to keep you in that range. So if you go a little bit above, the most likely thing is that something's going to happen to take you a little bit down. And if there's a month in which you're making like less than zero, there's probably going to be something that happens that pushes you to come back into that threshold. So it's about expanding your ability for receiving. And that way you can receive all those beautiful things and not necessarily have any kind of like short circuit in the system, you know what I mean? But for some of you, this is actually something that you need to adjust to, okay? Some of you guys are not used to things going your way. Maybe some of you guys have been experiencing really tough years, and now all of a sudden everything is going perfectly, and you find that you have a lot of anxiety for some reason. And it makes no sense. To you, it makes no sense. But your subconscious is probably trying to protect you. Or, you know, I don't know. I hope that this is resonating with you guys. This is actually way much of a better reading than the first one that I recorded, so I'm glad. These messages seem more for the collective. For the outcome this week, we've got the Hanged Man. In this case, a very beautiful hanged aerial artist, I guess. This card is letting us know that this week you're going to be probably feeling a little bit suspended. Maybe you're not going to have things very clear. You're not going to be very aware of exactly what's going on. But you don't have to know. You are in the right path. You're headed towards love. You're headed towards success. You're surrounded by strength. And maybe this week is going to bring in a few perspectives that maybe you've never considered before. Something that I got in my reading, in the previous Pisces reading that didn't, you know, record properly. The message was, don't be afraid to rest if you feel like resting, because much of the healing that is going to take place with this Pisces moon is going to be happening through our dreams. So I share that with you in case you feel a little bit fatigued or tired this week. It could be beneficial to do some, you know, extra rest, you know, extra naps or something. I'm going to be pulling 3 messages for you, Pisces, from the Amenti Oracle. This is 3 pieces of advice that could be helpful for you this week. First one, I offer words of good intent. I offer words of good intent. Right? Second advice, I do the best I can, which at the end of the day is the only thing that we can ever do, right? I do the best I can. So do the best you can, Pisces. Don't be too hard on yourself if you can't accomplish everything that you've set out yourself to accomplish. This is a week that is going to be foggy. It feels foggy to me. And last but not least, I am humble. Feet on the ground, Pisces. Alrighty, my beautifuls, this is your weekly reading. Thank you so much for your patience. I know that this reading is coming up a little bit late. I like to post them on Fridays, honestly, but this week has been a little weird. I haven't been feeling my best, so this is the only moment in which I got to post it. After that previous attempt, which I'm honestly a little annoyed by still. I have to be honest with my Pisces. But yeah, I hope that this is helpful. It does feel like a week in which nothing major seemed to be happening. And there's just a little bit of fog, you know. I think that the best focus that we can have right now is to take care of everything that we have already manifested. Take care of that and just know that we are in the right path here with the Two of Wands. We are exactly where we need to be. Don't get distracted and just keep going, all right? Sending all my love to you, Pisces, and I'll see you for the daily Pisces. Bye.